Anyway. In this short video, we're going to just quickly talk about how to retouch eyes. It is very important to, if you're focusing on the eyes and have a shot similar to this or even closer into the face, that the eyes actually pop and draw you in and attract you. And that's most of the time is going to be your focus point. So what you want to do first is whiten the whites of the eye. And there's two ways of doing this. The first way, go to your saturation. Drop your saturation master to virtually 0, and then push up your lightness of your saturation to virtually 100. And then you invert that layer mask. And what you're going to do is take a brush, a white brush at about 40%, and just paint in along there. Okay. And when you switch it on and off, you'll see there's a subtle whitening of that, of the whites of the eyes. The second technique, let me just delete this. Second technique is quite simple, and it's one that I really like using, and actually caught this from a photographer called Spinudne. And all you do is you take your dodge tool, and I use a mid-tones of 40%, and you just paint in over the whites of the eyes, and what you'll see is that just highlights the mid-tones in the eye and makes them a bit whiter. And whoopsie, and there we go, a subtle change to the whites of the eyes. Then what we're going to do is we need to look at the color of the eyes. So there's a couple of techniques you can use. You can go to your history brush tool, go up to vivid light, and then make an opacity of 20%, and you can just paint in those which will highlight the colors in the eyes. See? And then it highlights and intensifies that color in the eyes, but that's not the desired effect we want. The other technique is you take your selective color adjustment tab, select the color to neutrals, and then you select your blend mode to linear dodge add, and you'll see, wow, that doesn't look cool. So invert it, take a brush at 40% and just match it to the color. You don't want it to be exact, you want it to be a soft brush at 40%, and you just paint in the inside of the eye. And there you go. You'll see there's an enhancement of the eye, and you adjust that. I don't like it so strong, so we drag it down. But here's the beautiful thing about this. Let's just zoom in again. You go into double click selective layer, or you collect your properties of your selective layer, and now in neutrals you can adjust the color that you've painted in there. So you can really change that color or enhance that color of that eye. As you see, I'm sliding up the sliders and you can see the eye color changing, and with the black you can make it lighter or darker. It's a phenomenal tool, and this is the tool I use to adjust eyes when I'm retouching a model or retouching a portrait shot like this. Then obviously with my 80-20 layer, I'm going to merge it down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dodge tool again, and you just see this reflection of my softbox. All you're going to do is just highlight that a bit so that it just pops and then take your burn tool and just darken the blacks of the eyes so that they're a little bit darker and they stand out a lot more. And voila, you have successfully retouched the eye.